which means that Teri and I go behind the scenes and we meditate together. We play beautiful music for you and ask you to please meditate with us. After about 25 minutes, we'll come back on and share with you what we experienced in our meditation. There's always some kind of a learning lesson there from the spiritual divinity, so we can't wait to share that with you later today. So thank you for being here. Settle in, and Teri's going to play some music. We'll see you in about 25 minutes. Okay, well, Terry and I are back. That that was fascinating. I need to process that because I it feels so big that I sort of can't hook it to my existing constructs yet. I need to spend some time back in meditation with that one. Terry, there are two things that we have brought to the Enlightened World Network. Well, more than two, but two in particular. One of them is the concept of open clinic, and we have gone to open clinic many times. We've gone to the healing pool, which is part of open clinic. And open clinic is a place in the ethereal realm where souls that are in bodies or that have passed out of bodies can go for healing. And the healing is on an emotional or spiritual or even physical basis. And that healing is done with the archangels, with the spiritual divinity. So that is open clinic. We've also brought the 25th floor. And the 25th floor is a place of healing. And it is in the, I guess you would call it the ethereal realm. It's more of the cosmic realm. And the divine healers at that are otherworldly beings. And they are also folks that were in body medical clinicians, whether they were surgeons, doctors, that kind of thing. So we have experienced both of those places, both of those healing spaces, I guess we would call. Teri, you want to add anything about those two pieces in particular?
Well, I think it's important to know that they're available, for one thing. And as we were discussing in our meditation, it doesn't matter what you call them. When you understand the concept, then you just ask to be taken there. Just like calling in an angel, you don't have to know the names of the angels. You just know what's needed, and you reach out, and that angel shows up. So it's the same thing with going into one of these healing places, and that's what it is. It's all about healing whatever comes up to be healed in whatever manner that might look like. So knowing that it is a safe place for you to come and do your inner work, that's the important part. And setting that intention. Intention is so powerful. And once you set that intention, then the action follows to where you will end up at one of these places that are open all the time. They're never closed.
Well, and the interesting thing to me about these places is that even spirits that have left bodies know about them,
Mm-hmm.
which tells me that we knew about them before we in this body were introduced to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to me, that's a fascinating concept. It really goes to life after life thinking, and that there's this huge construct out there of spirit living on and learning and healing in that realm when they're not here in body. It just kind of fascinates me that we would all have that innate knowledge that these places of healing exist.
Yes, before we even incarnate, we know about angels, we know about our soul family, our soul group, and what's available to us to make it through this lifetime, to experience everything we're going to experience during this human lifetime. So yeah, it's all there, all the knowledge, and we've heard this so many times. Everything that we need to know is already inside of us. We already have it. We're just opening up to it. We are now aware of it. And that's that's the beginning point of really experiencing life to its fullest and seeing how our soul is growing through these life experiences. So you're so right, Ruth. We already knew that it was there, and now we're finding it. And I love that.
But I think it's interesting, Teri, that when we think of healing, we automatically think of physical healing.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be that the only right answer is that we are physically healed and live forever.
Mm-hmm.
And none of us have seen that as an option.
Right, right.
So when we talk about healing, yes, there might be an aspect of healing physically, but there's also the bigger picture of the soul's journey.
Mm-hmm.
We can't all just expect to be physically healed. Can we ask to be more comfortable during whatever it is that we're physically going through? I think that is absolutely reasonable. Am I saying don't ask for physical healing? I'm not. I'm not saying don't ask for it. Because what if you get it? How fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, Ruth, what I do is I ask for whatever is in my best and highest good. So we don't always see the big picture with our human eyes and our human brain. But when we go into our hearts and we have faith and trust that everything is divinely led, everything that we need is already there. And sometimes it may be the opposite of what we think is for the best for us or what we want so desperately to happen for a loved one, even. But that might not be for their best and highest good. So that's what I always ask for whatever's in that big picture, not what's right there in front of me in the 3D world.
Right. So I know that we are just scratching the surface on this. I know that what we got to experience today was sort of the appetizer. Just
Mm-hmm.
whet our interest and let us know that there's something bigger coming so we can really understand all of this in its totality. But I also love the fact that Teri's background is very earth based and mine is very cosmos based because that is a part of this 25th floor and open clinic. So we didn't plan this. These things just happened, but it makes so much sense with what we had seen today. So I don't know. I would love to hear from anybody that was meditating with us what they experienced in this meditation today. And I know that this will all make more sense as we get more information, but we promise to share with you what we experienced, even if it feels fuzzy or, isn't really clear to us even. But I guess that's part of being on a spiritual journey. They give us what Pamela Olivia Brown calls the breadcrumbs, and it's
Mm-hmm.
enough to pique our interest, and so we keep going down the path. Yeah.
We keep on searching.
We keep on showing. So
Yeah.
So we want to take just a minute and invite you to the launch next weekend, which is March 20 and 21, of our third channel, which is Enlightened World Network One with the Earth. And it's going to be from 8 in the morning Eastern Time until on Saturday 11 at night and on Sunday midnight. So there is live programming every single hour on the hour, and we would love to have you join us. So please go to Facebook, Enlightened World Network One with the Earth, like and follow that page, and join us. Join us next weekend. There's so much beautiful programming coming up. Teri, anything else for today?
Um, for today, just stay in your heart and stay in that place of love. Because when we get out of our heart and start thinking with our brain, things might look a little scary. And so when you go back in the heart, just ask, where do I need to go? Do I need to find a safe haven? And if so, then take me there. And you can ask for that. You can ask to show up at one of these safe places that we've been introducing you to, and just hang out with the angels and the enlightened beings that are helping us to navigate through these waters. I think it's so important to know that we're not alone. And that's a big message too. You don't have to go through this alone, no matter what it looks like. And you might physically be alone, but there's always some help and some support right here. So always reach out, always just ask to be taken to that safe harbor.
Well, and here on the physical, Enlightened World Network is a safe space,
Mhm.
safe community for having these conversations. You don't ever have to start the conversation with, I know this sounds crazy, but
Right.
because we're open to having these conversations. So if you're struggling right now, please reach out to us. You can reach out to me or Teri here on Facebook, and just know you are not alone on this. We're all experiencing this together. So, Teri Angel, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Travels to you as you are moving forward on your journey. Do you want to take a minute and just tell folks what you're up to today?
Sure. Today I will be heading further north in California. California is a really big state. I feel like this little bitty pinpoint on this huge map because California is so enormous. And I have been spending time here in Southern Cal, and now I'm going to make my way toward that mountain. Mount Shasta is going to be a huge experience. I feel it already happening. And we have a land blessing coming up. That'll be the next one. And it will take place at Mount Shasta. And right now, it looks like it may be the 28th of this month, which is another big date for me in my life because it's the anniversary of a community coming together 1 year ago on March 28th that has been so monumental in many, many changes in many people's lives. So that seems like it's going to be the date that the next land blessing will take place. And you can follow the journey at peaceonearthtour.live. And you can see all the land blessings there. We're actually doing a replay of them this week. Hopefully, it'll be going on all week. And I'm going to try to go in order, but there may be some that go out of order because of scheduling. But we showed the first one yesterday. The very beginning of the land blessings happened in Tennessee. And there was a replay of that yesterday live on Facebook. So if you didn't catch that, we had some really good conversation about it after we showed the video. And that's what we'll do this whole week is see what changes did come about as a result of going through the land and just asking for a blessing and asking for more peace, love, and joy to come in. And it's been beautiful. It's been a really beautiful journey.
Teri, what Facebook page did they see those replays on?
You can see those on Enlightened World Network. I think I showed it on EWN. We went live there. And also on Our Journey of Healing is a Facebook page that talks about the journey and shows pictures and videos. So you can always find everything there.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, friends, we love you. We're going to let you go. Thank you for being here with us, and come join us next weekend. We would love to have you there. Teri, I love you. Safe travels. And folks, we'll see you soon. Thank you, Teri.
Bye, everybody.